All right, Joey, we're going to start off a little bit different.
Whoops a doodle.
So this is the Cuyahoga River in Cleveland, Ohio. This fire is from 1952. There were a total of 13 times the river caught on fire.
So it's normally not on fire.
Well, it was on fire for 13 times though, so maybe their river was normally on fire. Maybe that was just the normal. You're just like, the river's burning again.
It's probably the same guy throwing his cigarette in the river every time he lit it on fire. Dang, there's a boat down there too. Why the heck is that boat down there?
So this picture was featured in Time magazine. Now, it wasn't featured until the 1969 fire, but this was still the 1952 fire. But they had this photograph, or they got a hold of this photograph and featured it after the 1969 fire. So this is kind of the damage that was done to the bridge.
Man. It kind of puts things in perspective. Like, I get annoyed when Taco Bell gets my order wrong, but man, at least my rivers aren't on fire.
Yeah, when your water's burning, something's wrong.
Yeah, they like give you the styrofoam cup and it just falls apart because it's on fire. Imagine like falling in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And being underneath the water and the top is on fire, which you need to get up to, but you can't because it's on fire.
What gets interesting about this is that this actually led to the formation of the EPA. And so it was actually formed under Nixon.
Are you a Nixon apologist, Phil? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's
you
right.
Love Nixon?
He is not a crook.
He ever did?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Joey. Thank you. So, of course, that's footage of it. One of the times it was burning.
Oh, I thought that was a freaking sunset. I wasn't paying very much attention. It's like, wow, that's pretty.
On that particular bridge where the fire was, there's rail cars hauling molten steel from the J&L plant over to the rolling mill, and they all spark igniting oil and the debris at the base of the bridge.
In a river, just depending on what day you were there was oil, there was pickle liquor, it was flowing orange. It was almost an alien environment.
It had its own unique smell, and a big cleanup tool for an oil spill was a squeegee. Shove it all off into the river. All of that was quite legal, what was being done to make a mess in the river.
There were days where I really wondered whether we were going to be able to make any progress at all down in an area like that. When we first sat down, some of the very first rap...
What the heck? Are those people polluting it or are they helping it? The guy who just had like the... I don't know. It looked like a... just blasted all this stuff in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's putting something in to try and coagulate all the stuff or what.
Getting one another to listen to one another and better understand that's a real important part of that process.
When rivers are burning, things are bad.
And that's one of the important things about the cleanup of the river, is that we had to develop an education system where we actually trained technicians. So we had to invent a whole new set of clean water infrastructure in order to clean up the river.
Anyway, I really enjoy this story. They took responsibility for it and figured out how to fix the problem.
It's like, imagine being the guy who's like working a minimum wage job and the boss is like, oh, go stick all the wood chipper chips in the river. And you go out and someone's recording you. And like 50 years later, they're still playing it. Gosh. You just start from like one spot and you solve enough problems that you finally like get to a different point in your life, I guess. I mean, that's really what life is, right? You're just kind of solving problems. Ugh. Dude, imagine falling into that.
Oh, man.
Cleveland, you were nasty. Jeez. Maybe the lesson is get nature before it gets us.
Yeah. Light your rivers on fire every so often to get rid of all the pollutants.
Well, if they just stopped putting out the fires, it would have burned it all off.
Yeah, but I think it was maybe there's a Smithsonian article, and they talked about how some of the fires were like threatening to burn down Cleveland because they were like serious things.
Good. Look at what they're doing to the rivers. You like, if your rivers are catching on fire, there's a good chance the rest of you will catch on fire. Gosh.
One like stands for every river that will light on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, be sure to hit the like button. And one comment is for every ecological disaster that we will personally cause. So be sure to comment a lot.
Then it's not really an ecological disaster, but you know, we'll fake it till we make it, I guess. I'm glad the rivers aren't on fire anymore.
Yeah. I'm a little bit jealous that like my rivers aren't on fire, like around where I live. It'd be
At
pretty
least
cool.
you could just like step outside your back door and roast some marshmallows.
Yeah, you could have hot dogs like anytime you want it.
It's like that's like the equivalent of like someone throwing a tire on the bonfire as you're roasting your marshmallows.